Let's talk about the medical uses of ozone. As we just briefly mentioned, ozone kills all forms of microbes, bacteria, viruses, molds, prions, all organic material. It also has a unique ability to, in some way, boost our immune systems. Now, it's interesting that our white blood cells that are the main source of defense against bacteria use a form of ozone to kill bacteria. That form is called peroxide. It's a little bit different than ozone because, as I just mentioned, ozone is O3. But when you have that extra atom of oxygen floating around and it attaches onto a molecule of water, which is H2O, that becomes H2O2, reflecting that extra atom of oxygen. It has the same type of lethal killing powers that ozone has, except here it's being used by our white blood cells. So ozone and peroxide, both used by our bodies, are very effective in terms of our immune system and fighting off and killing foreign microbes. How do we use ozone in medicine? Well, of course, as I said, it can be used to kill various types of infections. I find it very useful clinically in certain areas of infections. Areas such as the upper respiratory system, in the sinus areas. These are areas where we always have strange new bugs coming in. There's a mixture often of bacteria, mold, and virus. When you get a cold, it's primarily a viral infection, but there's also mixtures of bacteria and mold in there. Ozone affects and attacks all three of these organisms. Ozone, I find, is particularly interested in people who have some suppressed immune system. Now ask yourself, whose immune system is suppressed nowadays? Unfortunately, the answer is almost everybody. From those people who are taking all these wonderful new drugs to treat their rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, and colitis, all of which are powerful immune suppressors, to us older people whose immune systems start to decline and are unresponsive to the usual things. These are the people in whom treatment with ozone is particularly effective because of the fact of their otherwise depressed immune system. Viruses are also susceptible to ozone. There are no really great antiviral drugs available. There's ribavirin and interferon, which have been used to treat hepatitis, which are very modest kinds of improvement. Ozone can be used in conjunction with these medications or by itself. I personally have found that ozone is very nice in those annoying type of infections such as herpes 1, which of course are those nasty little cold sores that always break out a week or two before graduation and wedding, which you'd love to get rid of, and ozone is very effective in it. It's also, as I mentioned, effective in those people who seem to have some other suppression of their immune system for various reasons. Chemotherapy is one of them, drugs, and of course our exposure to all kinds of toxic material. In the next video, I want to discuss a little bit more about cancer, some of the wonderful new ideas and researches that are being done on it, and exactly where ozone happens to fit in to this very important area.